Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're looking at the hidden genius in some everyday things. We're talking about those simple little gadgets that solve really annoying problems, and they do it with just a little bit of clever physics.
You know, from leaky bottles to messy microwaves, these are the kinds of small, everyday frustrations we usually just sigh and accept. But what if we didn't have to?
Oh, we have all been there. You open your suitcase after a long flight and, yep, you find that sticky explosion of shampoo has completely ruined your perfectly packed clothes. It's the worst.
Or how about the endless cycle of cleaning up tomato sauce splatters from reheating last night's dinner? It just feels like one of those chores that's, well, a permanent part of life.
But what if the solutions are actually elegantly simple? It turns out the best answers to these problems aren't some complex gadgets. Nope, they're just brilliantly simple ideas. All right, so let's dive right into this, starting with the problems we all face when we're on the move.
And this really shows the difference we're talking about. On one hand, you have the old way, bulky, messy, just a waste of space. But on the other, you have the smart way, compact, secure, efficient. It's about not accepting the frustration anymore, and instead embracing these clever, simple solutions that just work.
Okay, first up, check this out. It's an incredibly simple fix for those leaky bottles. It's this stretchy, reusable silicone sleeve that you just pull right over the top of your toiletries. And because it's so elastic, it creates a super tight, secure seal, and just like that, no more shampoo explosions. Problem solved.
So, what's the secret here? It's not magic. It's just plain old physics. High elasticity. That's what gives the sleeve its superpower. It's this property that lets the material stretch way out and then snap right back to its original shape, creating a perfect conforming seal on pretty much any bottle. All right, so we've handled leaks, but what about the problem of just bulk? Let's move to our next exhibit, which tackles the issue of packing something that's usually big, fluffy, and takes up way too much space in our bags.
Now get this. What you're looking at is a full-size reusable cotton washcloth. I know, right? It starts out as this little tablet, smaller than a piece of candy. You just add a few drops of water and in seconds, boom! It expands into a soft, durable towel.
And again, there's no fancy chemical reaction happening here. The magic is simply compression. The genius is all in the manufacturing process. They use intense pressure to literally squeeze out all the air and empty space so a large item becomes incredibly small and portable.
Okay, so now let's see how these same principles of simple, elegant innovation can apply right inside our own homes. And we're going to start in the kitchen.
Okay, quick question for you. Where is your microwave lid right now? No, seriously, think about it. Is it taking up precious counter space? Is it lost somewhere in a cluttered drawer? Or maybe, like a lot of us, you don't even have one. Well, check out the hover cover solution. The idea is simple. You just pull the cover down from the microwave ceiling when you need it. Cover your food, no more splatter. And when you're done, you just reattach it to the ceiling with its built-in magnets. It's always there, right where you need it.
See, the solution isn't a better lid. It's a better place to keep it. The real innovation here is all about convenience, just using the simple, reliable force of magnetism.
And finally, let's talk about the humble hand towel. For our last case study, we're looking at something we use dozens of times a day. This design completely rethinks how we dry our hands, focusing on speed and, yeah, a little bit of fun.
This thing is called the Fuzzy Ball Towel, and its creators claim it's 30% more absorbent than a regular towel. I mean, that's a pretty big claim. So how on earth does that work?
I love this quote from its description. Is it really a towel or is it a decor? Actually, it's both. And that really nails it, right? It's super functional, but it's also this kind of whimsical design piece.
So, here's the secret. The material is called chenille fabric. You see all those soft, fuzzy strands? Well, they create a massive surface area. And more surface area means it can absorb water incredibly fast, pulling moisture from your hands almost instantly.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit. We've looked at 4 different products that solve 4 very different, but I think we can all agree, very relatable problems. So what's the pattern here? What connects all these dots?
The common thread isn't technology. It's not about apps or batteries or anything complicated. It's physics. What connects them is that they each leverage a basic, fundamental scientific principle in a really clever way. And this table just lays it all out so perfectly. You've got the silicone sleeves, using elasticity to stop leaky bottles.
The compressed towel, using compression to solve bulky packing. The hover cover, using magnetism to deal with lost lids and mess. And the fuzzy ball towel, using surface area to dry your hands faster. Each one is just an elegant application of a simple concept to an everyday annoyance.
So, I think the key takeaway here is pretty clear. Great innovation doesn't always have to be about complex technology, you know? Sometimes the most powerful solution is just a brilliant, simple idea, a new perspective on an old, nagging problem.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other everyday problem will you solve next? I mean, what other little frustrations are just out there waiting for their own simple, genius solution?